Welcome to the second segment of our exercise on creating a fan. In this part, we're going to be designing the blades. Let's begin by inserting a body. Insert, body. We'll be using this a little bit later. Let's select Insert again. This time we'll insert a geometrical set. Let's call it Set-01. Click OK. Now we're going to switch to the Wireframe and Surface Design workbench. Let's create a plane. We're going to offset it from the YZ plane by about 300 millimeters. Preview. OK. Next, let's create a sketch on this plane. Reframe. I'm going to extract the top and bottom edges. Select 3D elements, construction geometry, deactivate, project 3D elements, and this one. Click outside to deselect everything and turn off construction geometry. Now let's insert a 3-point arc. I'll choose a point here coincident to this construction arc. My second point will be here, and my third point someplace here. Deactivate everything. Let's dimension it now. Right-click, horizontal measure direction. Let's enter 10 millimeters. Right-click, horizontal measure definition. It'll also be 10 millimeters. Click OK. And the radius will be 150 millimeters. Click OK. Let's exit the sketch now. Deactivate everything and let's create a second sketch on the same plane. I'm going to extract the edges again. Let's convert it to construction geometry. And let's create another 3-point arc. It'll be coincident to this construction line. Let's dimension it. Radius. The value is going to be 140 millimeters. OK. This distance, let's enter 5 millimeters. Tab and OK. This distance, 5 millimeters also. Tab and OK. Let's exit the sketch. We'll be using these two profiles to shape the connection between the blades and the hub. Now let's create 2 more profiles to represent the end of the blade. Let's deactivate everything. Activate the sketch tool. Click on this plane. Once again, let's extract the edges and convert to construction geometry. Let's use a 3-point arc. Let's create a profile. Something like this. And let's dimension it. Right-click, horizontal measure direction. Double-click, 30 millimeters. Tab. OK. The second dimension. Right-click, horizontal. Double-click 30 millimeters, tab and OK. And radius. Double-click. Let's make it 100 millimeters. OK. And we're ready to exit the sketch. Deselect everything. Let's create one more sketch. Once again, let's extract the edges and convert them to construction geometry. The second one, deselect everything, turn off construction geometry, 3-point arc, and I'm going to create one more arc. Something like this. Let's dimension it now. It's going to be 4 millimeters. OK. Four millimeters here also, tab, OK. And radius. Let's make it 80 millimeters, tab and OK. Exit the sketch and deselect everything. Next, I'm going to extrude profiles from this sketch in the X direction. Let's right-click, select the X-axis, dimension 300 millimeters, tab. Let's reverse the direction, click OK. Deselect everything, second extrude. Let's choose this profile, reverse direction, it's already 300 millimeters, right-click, select the X-axis, and click OK. Now let's extract this cylindrical face. Extract. Element to extract, click the cylindrical face. Now let's create an intersection between the cylindrical face I just extracted and this surface. Click OK. The second intersection between this surface and this surface. Click OK. Let's right-click and hide. Again, right-click and hide. We can also hide Sketch 2, as well as Sketch 3. Right-click and hide. And now we're ready to create the front and rear surfaces of the blade. Now let's activate the Blend tool. Under the first curve, let's select Intersect 1. And the second curve, let's select Sketch 4. Check that the arrows point in the same direction. Click Preview and OK. And here's the front surface of our blade. Let's activate the Blend tool again. Under the first curve, select Intersection 2. For the second curve, let's select Sketch 5. Again, check that the arrows are pointing in the same direction. Click Preview and OK. Next, I'm going to extract the boundary from this edge and this edge. Let's select this edge. For limit 1, let's select this point. Check the directions. For limit 2, let's select this point and preview. Click OK. Activate the boundary tool again. Select this edge. For limit 1, we'll use this point. Reverse direction. For limit 2, this point. Let's preview and OK. Now let's right-click and hide this surface. We're going to right-click and hide the hub too. Let's right-click. We'll hide intersection 1 and intersection 2 as well. Now activate the Fill command. And let's create a fill here. Select our curves. Preview. OK. OK, looks good. Next, let's create some kind of shape for the end of the blade. We'll deselect everything. Activate the Sketch command. Let's choose the ZX plane. Deactivate everything and select this edge. Let's extract it, convert it to construction geometry. Same with this edge. Once again, we'll activate the 3-point arc. And here is our arc. Let's convert it to normal geometry. Deselect everything, and now we're going to dimension it. Right-click, vertical, measure direction. Let's enter a value of 280 millimeters. Tab and OK. Here too is a vertical measure direction. (280 millimeters) as well. Tab and OK. And last dimension. This arc, let's make it 50 millimeters. Tab, OK. Now we're ready to exit the sketch. Let's deactivate everything and activate the Revolve feature. For our profile, let's select the sketch we just made. The revolution axis will be the Z-axis. Our angular limits, let's define by dragging the handles in the workspace. Looks good, we click OK. Next, let's use the Trim command. We're going to trim the surfaces we just created. The first element, the second element. Looks good, OK. Activate the Trim Surface tool again. First element, second element. This side. And preview, OK. Looks good. Let's hide these two sketches now. Right-click, Hide Show. Let's also hide these two boundaries. Right-click and hide. Now we'll activate the Fill command. Let's fill the top of the blade. Preview. Looks good. Activate the Fill command again, and we're going to fill the bottom of the blade now. Preview. OK. And this concludes our second segment on creating a fan. In our final segment, we're going to finish this exercise.